Right. Good evening, everyone. Can you hear me? Give me 111 in the charts. All right. Fantastic. So, welcome to our weekly session, and it's going to be a very interesting one today as well. Every other week has always been interesting. But today is also going to be. It's not going to be an exception. All right. I want to quickly teach about the foundation of making money. And I started talking about this since last week, but I went in a different dimension last week. But I want to get into my notes, the note I showed you last week, and see what I can talk about. That I have water stuff here. All right, fantastic. So I hope you all had a great week, or you're having a great week, and everything is doing very, very great. Okay, so I want you to write this down. The most important skill, let me see if I can write, the most important skill for wealth creation, the most important skill for wealth creation is sales. The most important skill for wealth creation is sales. There are a lot of skills for creating wealth, right? If you want to make money, grow money, make more money, and all of that, there are a lot of skills, all right, that can allow you to do that. But the most important one is sales. I mean, last week I taught you how to generate money on demand, and I think I gave you an assignment. Hopefully, I'm going to get back into that. The most important, there are a lot of skills, but the most important of them all is the ability to sell. All right. So today I'm going to be showing you exactly what it means to sell, how to sell, and more importantly, giving you a practical approach that you can use in order to be able to make money while selling. All right. So the purpose of this meeting, the 1K Club, is for you to be able to make an average of $1,000 online. And one major thing that you need to realize, let me put up my screenwriter. One major thing that you need to realize is that you cannot make money without business. Okay? For you to be able to make money, you need a business. All right. So when I say business, it means you need to transact a product or a service. All right. Now, if you are an employee who is working in an organization, you are selling a service. So you are also in business. So a lot of employees would realize that they are not supposed to be working where they are working, or they are grossly underpaid the day they start to see their job as a business and their time and skill and effort as a service. So the day you see that, you would recognize that you are being grossly underpaid. You are grossly undervalued. And it also starts from you undervaluing yourself. So when you undervalue yourself, technically everyone else is going to undervalue you. When you underpay yourself, when you undervalue yourself, they will underpay you at the end of the day. So recognize that business is important, because you have to exchange product for service to be able to make money. Let me start out by sharing this story with you. Some of you who have been my student for a long time would have heard me share this story before. But those of you who are new, you're going to be getting the story for the first time, most likely. All right. Now, I recognize that a lot of people are watching me right now that have a very pressing financial need. Please, can you type for me? How much do you need in the next 24 hours? unless or else you're going to be in some little trouble or big trouble. How much? So if you have a pressing need, type the amount. You can put in your local currency. All right. If it's in naira, put in naira. If it's in dollars, put it in dollars. If it's in shillings, put it in shillings. If it's in CDs, put in CDs, CFA, your local currency. All right. You have a pressing need that if you don't get that money in 24 hours, there might be a problem. All right. 5,000 naira, 150,000 naira, 500,000 naira, 600K. Bimisola, which country are you from? Now put the currency. There are people from different countries here. All right. $2.5 million. Chinwe, God will help you. 150K CFA, 20,000 naira, $5,000. Wow. 10 million naira. Wow. $5,000. You know, a lot of you are putting, all of you. All right. Now, this story is very instructive because from your response, especially those of you who understood my question, because some people do not understand my question, they are just typing. But for those of you who understand my question, you will realize that you have an urgent need for money. That is just a thing of hours. So some years ago, in 2020, I had a need for money that I needed to meet in, let's say, maximum of 20 minutes. Excuse me. Maximum of 20 minutes. I needed to come up with a certain amount of money. And I looked into my account balance. And all I could gather together was 5,000 naira. I was in Nigeria at the time, and my mom, God bless her soul, just passed. We just did the burial, and I was on my way back to the house, and my sister had sent me a message. I borrowed a friend's car in Lagos, and I drove the car to the city where we did the burial. And so I was going from the place of the burial back home, and my sister sent me a message that some of our uncles, were about 3 people, 3 separate group. One of the group, 2 people are involved, were waiting for me because they said they do not have transport money to go back to their various places. So they were waiting for me. Okay, number one, the money that I have cannot even fuel my car back to Lagos. It will not be enough. And now people are waiting in the house. God no go shame also. How will I do this? I needed this money very badly. So the first thing I want to teach you, this is not part of my note again. I don't know why I'm going outside of my notes now. The first thing I want to teach you are the key elements that allow you to raise money very fast. I think I taught this last week, by the way, but let me just bring it back. The key elements, the things you need to have to help you raise money urgently. Anytime you need like money in 1 hour, in 30 minutes, in 2 hours, you need to meet a certain need very, very fast. So you need these key things. So what did I do? I parked the car by the roadside. I started thinking, how will I raise this money? I didn't even know exactly how much it was going to be, but if I was stingy, I should be able to give each of those uncles and aunties 10,000 naira. All right, 10,000 naira will be roughly about $5 or something, or $20 or so at that time. I can't really remember. So I started to think, what can I do? Then I remember, I have a product. So number one, write product. Product. That's number one element you need, product. So I remember that I have a product that I had tried to sell to some people, but they could not afford it. Not all of them. Some people were able to pay for it, but a lot of people could not afford it, but they are in a WhatsApp group. So number two, Write audience. Audience, number 2. Or you can call it list. All right, either email list, WhatsApp list, not social media followers now, because those ones you don't have a grip on them. So you need, which is more or less like customer list or prospect list. You can call it audience or list. So I had a product and I had a list. So those are the two basic things that I needed. So I have this product. I've tried to sell it. I tried to sell it, all right, but a lot of them, majority of the people in my list could not pay for it. They couldn't afford it. It was too expensive for them. So I thought about something, which is the third thing. Call it offer. Number 3, offer. So I created an offer immediately. Let me write this down so that some people will be able to get it. The first one is the product. Number 2, audience. And number 3, offer. All right. So I decided to create an offer. And what I did to create an offer was simply pick up my phone. All right. And then I made a video. And in that video, I said, I know that a lot of you wants to get this particular product. And okay, I started by connecting. Let me remember the way I did that video. I said, like, hi everyone, I hope your day is going fine. Thank you so much for your love. Thank you for the calls. Thank you for the condolences and everything for my mom's burial. Thank God it's successful. I'm just coming back from the place of the burial, and I just thought about something. In order to honor my mom, I want to do something crazy for all of you. For a while now, you have been listening to me, you have seen my product, and a lot of you could not afford it because you felt it was too expensive. For a limited time, in the next 20 minutes, I want you to private chat me if you want that product, but you could not afford it. Let me know how much you have right now. And let's see if it makes sense. I might just allow you have that product. And I recorded that video. I said, just send me a DM right now. It was about 1 minute video. And 2 minutes video actually. It was longer than 1 minute. And I dropped it inside the group. And I sat there, turned on the AC, put music, and relaxed my back. And I held my phone in my hand. I was waiting for messages. The first person, now the product was 500K. I was doing it at a discount, a group discount for 200K. The first person that reached out to me said, sir, I have 250K right now. I said, send it. I sent account number straight. Another person sent me a message, I have 50K. I said, send it. Any amount that they were telling me, I was just telling them, send it, send it, send it. And within 30 minutes, I had raised 1 million naira. In 30 minutes. Because I had a product, all right, I had an audience, and I made an offer. All right, I have a product, I have an audience, and I made an offer. So that was how I was able to raise that initial money that I needed. That 1 million that I made, I told my sister, I said, I'm not even coming home. Please give each of these uncles and auntie 20,000 naira each. And let me know the total. I will send the money to you and reimburse you. So my younger sister did that. And I went to go and collect a nice hotel. I slept. Next morning, I filled the tank of my friend's car up. And I drove back to Lagos. And I had money to stay in an hotel. Now, it was the kind of offer you call pay anything you have. But I didn't say anything like that. Just say, let me know what you have. If it makes sense. I use that if it makes sense so that their brain Somebody will not come and price a 500,000 product and say, all I have is 5,000 naira. No. Some conscience go prick them as well. All right. I think the minimum someone offered me was 50K. And I was able to make roughly about 1 million in 30 minutes. I was just on the road when I parked. Now, what does this mean? If you need money urgently, you need a product, you need an audience, and you need an offer. Now, you may not be able to have a product immediately today. No problem. Hold on. You may not have any audience that you can sell to right now. No problem. Hold on. And you may not know how to create an offer. No problem. Hold on. So what we're going to be doing in the remaining, the next couple of weeks on the mentorship is to, number one, teach you how to create or have a product. Now, a lot of you may not be able to create a product, but you may be able to sell someone else's products. That's a good way to start. But more important than the product is the audience. And when we're talking about audience, we're talking about people who have a certain need. And I'm going to be opening this up to you from my notes in today's class. People who have a certain need, all right, that the product can meet. People who have a certain need that the product can meet. Please, if Augusta, all right, is selling ofada rice, beautifully cooked. I should not talk much about food so that I won't start getting hungry myself. Beautifully cooked, all right? That is our product. Can anybody give me an example of the kind of audience that Augusta needs in the charts? Anyone? What kind of audience does she need? Victor say hungry people. Foodie, Yoruba people. So what it means is it's not just hungry people because everybody goes hungry. Everybody, go hungry. And people need to eat every now and then. So she can reach a generic audience who knows about ofada and can eat ofada. Let me give you an example. Some years ago, when I first left Nigeria, somehow, you are trying to settle down, all of that. I ran into this very, very, very beautiful Igbo girl. And then we started talking, everything was fine and all of that, chatting and talking. So one day, Oyibo girl said, give me your address. I want to come to your house. So I said, yeah, God, levels has changed. Oh, Oyibo is coming to look for me in my house. So I gave the Oyibo girl my address and she came. And then, I had gone to File Poti for Noroka. Those of you who understand Yoruba, I've gone to order all kinds of food. But they were all Nigerian food, to impress this my lady. And we were building something, like some people will say we're in talking stage. We're hoping to start a relationship. She's big. Very beautiful girl, Oyibo. So, and, so she came to the house that evening and then we talked and all that. And I said, you know what, let's get into the real thing. I want to introduce you to a bit of Nigeria, and let's go to the dining. So she came to the dining, she sat down, everything's relaxed. I opened yam porridge, I opened jollof rice, I opened dodo. I opened, which other one was there? Or father rice. I just had everything on the table. They were all Nigerian food. And I wanted her to test. So in my mind, God, if only she just eat this food and likes it. This girl has passed mark. I'm going to toast or propose or whatever. So I was hoping. So my lady just put small jollof rice, 1 spoon, half a spoon self. She just put it in her mouth. Hey! I almost had to call 911. She started to cough. Pepe, Okay, when we calm her down, that one, I said, try the porridge. I said, don't even go to her father, because that one, now die you did. So the only thing she was able to eat is half a plantain. Half. Ah, I was just shaking my head. Ladies and gentlemen, that was the end of the possibility of a relationship with that lady. Because I could not imagine my life without Nigerian food. I'm that point. So the kind of audience that Augusta, the ofada rice seller, will be looking for are people who can eat ofada rice, all right? Who are most likely sub-Saharan Africans, all right? Either in Africa or wherever it is that they are. But if she's in Nigeria, for example, almost everyone in Nigeria is a kind of audience. Do you understand? So you need a product, you need audience, and you need offer. All right. So these are the three major things that you need. And based on my story, these were the things I did that generated money for me in 30 minutes. Recently, I needed money for something, and then I have an audience, which was my WhatsApp status viewer. That's another kind of audience. So my WhatsApp status viewer, I said, what need could they have? What product do I have? Okay, I can do this, I can do that, I can do this. So I put up a write up and I post it on the stuff that I needed. Um, is it 5 people? I can't remember, or 10 people in the next 30 minutes who have XYZ amounts. I think it was 50,000 naira worth or something. And then I put it up. And in less than 30 minutes, this was roughly like in about 10 minutes, I made times three of what I wanted to raise immediately. Times three of it, just like that. So there is a lot of power when you have the right audience and you have product and you know how to make or create offer. So these three things can work for almost anybody. The only problem with many people who are beginners listening to me right here is, number one, you don't have a product. Number two, you don't have an audience. And number three, even if you have product and audience, you don't know how to create offers. All right. So how easy is it for you to make $10,000 in the next 30 days? You need three things. What are the things? You need a product, you need the right audience, and you need to know how to make offer. All right. So once you have that capacity, you can always create money anytime you need. All right. So can we go into my notes right now? Are we ready? So today I'm going to be sharing some interesting things with you. But before I go into that, let's do a little commercial break.
I have got great news. You too can make money online legitimately. Let me ask you this simple question. What will an extra $1,000 income do for you? Yes, you can learn how to make a minimum $1,000 online through 6 different vehicles from your mobile phone. Join the online 1K Club today and get access to 25 weeks group mentorship with a millionaire mentor, Dr. Sam Harvard. You will learn how to earn from any of the following businesses: web design and sales funnels, Amazon KDP, airdrop farming, mini importation and e-commerce, affiliate marketing for digital products, and much more. Join thousands of upwardly mobile individuals already making millions online. The Online 1K Club, your sure way to financial abundance.
Awesome. Welcome back, everybody. This is the mentorship session for the 1K Club, and I am talking to you today about the most important skill for wealth creation, which is sales. All right. The most important skill for wealth creation. We want to make money and keep making money, a lot of money, and all of that. You need to be able to sell. Okay, right? So now, I want to say a few things to you about sales, and this is very important. Please, I want you to kindly pay attention to the things that I'm going to begin to say, because these are not things you're going to find in any book except I write the book, because they are hot. All right, I receive them straight from the burning straight of heaven. All right, so I heard that line from somebody and I just had to use it. I couldn't help myself. Number one, the job of salespeople, or the job of rich and wealthy people. Let's do it like this. I want you to change or write this. sales people equals to rich people. All right. And when I say salespeople, I don't mean your typical salesmen that you know, those ones that are trying to sell you MLM or bring two people with their shoes brown. No, 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 no. I'm talking about people like Steve Jobs. I'm talking like people like Elon Musk. All right. So I know you know these two people, and I believe that although this one is now in heaven, he has died, this one that is still living, and a lot more other people like them are people you admire and you would like to be like. So if you don't understand what salespeople mean, please just look at those names that I've written out for you. All right. So that's what salespeople mean. All right. So salespeople equals rich people. Okay. So you need to be able to embrace what your future is going to be like and be able to understand it. It's going to make a whole lot of sense and a whole lot of difference in your life. All right. So there are things I want to talk about salespeople, which are you and I. All right. Is that we, salespeople, our job is to simply, all right, help people see the future. All right. We simply help people see the future. I know that's why I said you have not read this in any book before. You are not a good salesman if you cannot help people see the future. All right. You must be able to help. Who are you helping? People to do what? To see. This is very key. They must be able to see. What are they seeing? The future. All right. You must be able to help people see the future. Now, there is a lady called Jane. All right. And Jane decides to start a business selling clothes. Jane put in all her savings into starting this business of clothing. All right. Now, she had bought all the stocks. She has rented a boutique, a store where she would display all the clothes that she has bought. And now she is expecting to be able to feed herself and her children from the proceeds and profit from this new clothing shop that she had just opened. The first day of business, she came with a lot of enthusiasm, a lot of happiness, a lot of hope, and also some sprinkles of fear of what if nobody comes to buy. And at the end of that work day, when she was closing her store, only two people came in to check out what she was selling. And these two people are people who live in the neighborhood who saw a new store open. They just out of curiosity wanted to see what she was selling. No sales at all for that first day. She had some money left. She was able to get some McDonald's for the children and herself for that night. The next day, she had run out of money. She had just enough to take the metro, which is train, to her store. And she would not even have enough money to go back home nor to feed her children if she did not make profit or sales that particular day. Jane is in trouble. Jane is not certain of the future. All right? The only thing that can happen now, or one of the major miracles that can happen, is that Jane needs a sales trainer. All right? Or let me rephrase that. Jane needs an intervention. And what is that intervention? How to sell our clothes. Not so. She needs how to sell our clothes. Now, Sam Harvard, myself, by the way, I like this, my shirt, yeah? I have created a course on how to sell clothing materials or clothing in a store in anywhere from anywhere in the world. I've created that training. Now, I want to sell that training to her. How do you think I'm going to do it? How do you think I'm going to do it? Anybody? I said through hand. No, that's not what I mean. Let us see the pain point and the future. Help her make a couple of sales, then sell to her. Create an offer. From the first thing I just wrote for you, or that I wrote earlier, as a salesperson, I need to help Jane see the future. I need to help Jane see the future. One of the ways I can help Jane see the future is to first define what the future is like so that she can see the future. So the future is that she would always sell out and always have a problem of restocking in time because a lot of people will be buying our clothes. Part of the future is if she's always selling out, she's going to make a lot of profit, that she'll be able to give her children the best food, the best education. They'll be able to live in a better place, and most likely she will start to open other stores in other parts of town. That is future. So, as salespeople, we'll come back to the story of Jane. We need to recognize what we call desired outcome of every individual we come in contact with. All right, what exactly are they expected to or expecting to have? What is their future supposed to look like? When I'm talking about future, I'm not, please don't get it in a traditional manner of future that never comes. I'm talking like in the next few hours, tomorrow, next week. What is it supposed to look like for them? All right. So this desired outcome for Jane is not just to make sales. Making sales or selling out all the product that she made is a means to an end. What is important to her is being able to take care of her family, being able to take care of herself. So I can come in by first of all showing her that future and the possibility of that future. All right. So that's the first thing that I will do. And one of the first ways I can do that as a salesman is to start out by telling her stories of people who are in similar business as her, who had similar problems like she's currently having, who today now have 20 stores, 50 stores, 100 stores, all making sales. The moment I mention that, something happens inside. I say, yes, that is what I want. That is what I want. Aha! We have been able to create a future together. So my job as a salesperson is to be able to reach into the thoughts or the desires of my prospects and show them what they want. All of you under this class have desires, things that you want to achieve, things that you want to do with money. And you know that when you make money, you'll be able to do all these things. So you are able to come and join this class because I was first able to show you that making $1,000 is possible, or it's equivalent if you're earning in your local currency. It's possible for you, and what you can do when you make that kind of money. So your job or our job as salespeople, as rich people, we are in the business of seeing the future. We are prophets. We are in the business of knowing the future, and being able to help people see the future. So, as a salesperson who is selling a sales training, I want to let Jane know that our boutique business is going to begin to make massive sales if only she can learn how to sell. So, I've shown her testimonials of people who move from where she is to where she wants to be. The question, therefore, is how will I, Jane, also do what they did? And the answer is in they bought this training that they implemented and it changed their business. So, what you need also is this training so you can get the secret of what to begin to do in your business and you can be able to get to make sales. So, Jane looked at me and said, I want this future. I want this future. And because you have shown me people that I can see, that I can relate with, who started my kind of business and they were in the place that I am today, they used to be there. And today they are in the place that I want to go. And you say the difference is the information they have that I do not yet have. Jane will pull out a credit card and swipe it and pay for the training, because credit card is, of course, is credit. Yeah, it's like debts. Yeah, pay for the training, get the knowledge, implement it, start to sell almost immediately. All right, and the moment she starts to sell, she makes profits, able to pay back the credit card stuff and meet up with that, and then her business starts to grow. She's able to now experience the future that a salesman helped her to see. Do you understand? So, every time you want to sell something, no matter what the product is, there are two existence, all right, possible existence. The first existence is the current place of the person you are trying to sell to. Where are they currently? All right, is the positioning. All right, remember we're in the ministry of help. The first thing is location. The second thing is destination. Okay, you cannot get to destination if you do not first know the location. So where exactly is this person now? And where does this person want to go? So location, destination, the distance between them, all right, is your product. So the question we are trying to get the prospect to answer is, do you want this destination? Say yes. Do you want your location? He say no. I'm tired of it. I want this destination. The next question is, how bad do you want this destination? Say very bad. So the only way, or the fastest way, let me not say only way, the fastest way to have this destination experience is through these products. The day you are able to help them see it, even if they don't have the money for it, it becomes their goal to raise the money to afford this product so that they can get to their desired destination. Do you understand me, everybody? If you get what I just explained, please type 111. Fantastic. Fantastic. So, if somebody is hungry, that's his location. Getting satisfied with food, that's his destination. The only way he's going to get fully satisfied with food is to buy your product, which is food. Does he like his hunger state? No. Does he want to be filled with food? Yes. So how will he be full? He needs to buy the product. So the moment you show them this, then it becomes a no-brainer. So the first assignment we have as salespeople, rich people, wealthy people, is that we simply help people see the future. The problem is a lot of salespeople don't even have a future themselves. So there's nothing they themselves are looking up to. So as a salesman yourself, know that you must have a future you want to achieve. There must be something you want to do with money. There are some growth you want to have yourself. And when you have this growth, you will be able to be all that you want to be. And that will become the anchor that will push you to do the assignments you are supposed to do in order to be able to sell. All right? That's number one. Number two. Number one is we simply help people to see the future, right? Number two is we identify needs and solution and blend them. Identify needs and solution and blend. We identify needs and solution and blend. How many of you have seen somebody that doesn't have a need in this life? How many people? Have you seen such a person? So it's really almost impossible for there to be somebody who doesn't have a need. Everyone have one need or another. Our needs are not the same, yes, we know, but it's still a need. Okay? It's still a need. My mentor once cracked a joke, although he said it as if it happened. I was in a church one day, and then there was one guy, two people were praying. They were sitting next to each other during prayer times, and then one of them was saying, God, you see these contracts, we just need just 100 million. If we can get 100 million provision, we'll be able to sort these contracts. God, just make provision for us. And all of that. And he was speaking gently. And then there's another guy next to him was saying, Lord, open the windows of heaven. Send me 2K. Send me 2K, Lord. 2K. And the man that is praying for 100 million looked at this person. You are disturbing God, though. God needs to hear me for my own order. Say, hey, you tap him. And when he tap him, the guy was, God, I feel you. God, touch me the more. God, touch me the more. I can't feel it. He said, oh, guy is not God. He spank his head. Relax, OJ. Say if I give you 2K, you let God rest so he can answer people like us that have important things. Say, yes, I just can't tell 2K. Give him. Say, be going. So, he needs 100 million. He's in big need. His need is big. But he still have the capacity to meet someone else's need. Because to the 2K man, the world will be a better place if he has 2K. You understand? And this is why I don't discount people's need. When people maybe pay for training and say, hey, my other money, I pay 10,000 naira. Oh God, I will cost you if you don't give me my money back. I don't usually, before I used to, something, are you mad? What's 10,000 naira? But to him, 10,000 is heaven and earth. People commit all kinds of things for even 500 naira. That's 50 cents. 500 naira is even, that's like 70 cents or so, or whatever. They commit all kinds of atrocity because of that. Because that's the entire livelihood. My mom's dowry, what my papa used to marry my mama was 20 naira. Just imagine that, 20 naira. As the dowry thing. So, people have needs. So, every time you see a crowd, just see needs. All of you that are watching me right here, I'm seeing needs. You understand? So, every time we see need as salespeople, it's an opportunity for us to make money. But we're not really looking at the money we want to make first. We're looking at an opportunity for us to identify the solution. So, as a salesperson, You have the ability to identify needs, number one. Number two, you have the opportunity to identify solutions. So the need that everyone has a certain solution. All right. When you can blend the need and solution, is where you find a way the solution can take away that specific need. But what happens most of the time, there are different kinds of needs and different kinds of solution. Some people have a need, but they cannot afford the solution or the available solution. And sometimes even the solution cannot afford them. All right. But they even desire that solution. Now, every time you have a need that you cannot afford the solution, that need has become a want. It's no longer a need. Okay? It has become a want. All right. That's because you can't afford the solution. Let me quickly teach you something very, very fast. This is a lesson someone taught me some years ago. He said, every dream has a smaller version. Whatever it is you're trying to achieve, whatever it is you're trying to do with your life, there is a smaller version of that thing. You can always chisel it down to a version that you have the ability to afford. I'll give you a good example. Some years ago, I was a copper in Nigeria. I had this friend who was a business partner who wanted to go into this Gary production, package it into a very interesting product that has a cup that is this wide. All right, it's covered, and inside that is Ijebu Gari with there's a flavor of kuli kuli. There's the one of ejadindin. There's the one of all kinds of things I used to take Gari. There's sugar. There's milk, and all you need to do is just add water. There's also spoon inside that package, and it's called Wago, Wak and Go. So all you need is just put water. So that's our major product. We also want to supply in bulk, so people want to repackage or resell and all of that. And we're also going to be packing all these 1 kg inside transparent nylon, 2 kgs and what have you and all that. So that's what we wanted to do with the Gary business. And when we put everything we needed together, it was going to cost us about 200 million naira to start. Now, there's this organization that was leading us on. So they told us there's these investors from the US that are going to invest in. So when we're dreaming, the Oga boss lady said, we should keep dreaming. Yeah, how much is 200 million? They can, so we were dreaming. We are planned, we'll buy e-logs, we'll do this. We are going to farms where we're going to get cassava. We even went to where they're going to produce the Gari for us. Oh, God. We've gone to map and model everything. So 1 year later, we're still waiting for investor to bring money. There was no investor money anywhere. So we were so demotivated, like, we had such a great dream and we needed money, but nobody was willing to give us money. So we had left that dream. My friend has gone to look for a job. Me, I was looking for a job too, funny enough. I even remember. I went to look for a graphics design job, and this will make some of you laugh. I've never been humiliated before like that. And the person that interviewed me say, what he meant is, are you the one that is looking for this graphic design job, or is it your son that wants to do that? I say, it's me, sir. I say, you are too old for us, so we cannot employ you. He said, you are too old, bro. We can't employ you. I said, so I'm not old. I will do the job. I know. We are looking for a young secondary school somebody. You are daddy. I said, no. I've suffered in this life. I said, I would do anything. I just need to feed. I've not eaten for 3 days. So I had this older friend, like a mentor lady. So she asked me to come to her house. So I went to the woman's house, and then she started asking me questions about our dream project and everything. So I was, I'm very good in presentations. I was presenting and, disseminating the plans and the vision. So she was now like, Sam, let's break this thing down. What exactly do you need? I said, we need Gary that we can package and sell. Say, fantastic. So, how much is a bag of Gary or something, or maybe a small bag, maybe 5 kg bag or something? Maybe about 1,000 naira or so. Okay. How much is this sealing machine? You know that one that they used to, all this Vita, something Vita, this chocolate, sweet chocolate drink that was raining some time ago. Saka Vita, Augusta Vita, they put those chocolates powder like Milo inside the transparent, and they will now, they put label inside and they use that sealing machine. The one they used to seal pure water and all those things. It's 5K, 4,500 or so to buy that sealing machine. How much is a roll of nylon and stuff and all of that? Maybe 500 naira, 1,000 naira. Long story short, we came up with a total budget of 25,000 naira to start a similar business. Not the exact way, all right, but a similar business where we can buy the kuli, seal it inside the stuff and package it and be able to use it to test the market. I put my hand on my head like this. So I can start my dream with 25K, and I was busy in the last 2 years or so looking for 200 million. 200 million. So your dream has a smaller version. That things that you want to do. Your high 2 day up. Start from the ground. Chisel it down to a smaller version, and then you grow with time into it. That is a message from the Lord to somebody. Receive it and let it be your deliverance. Can we get back to class? So number 2, you are able to identify needs and solution, all right, and blend it. So that's the number 2 thing that we're able to do as salespeople. All right. Number 3, and this is very, very important. This is actually the job of closers. Number 3, as salespeople, rich people, what we do is we help. Everything is help. People make decisions. We help people make decisions. We help people make decisions. So a study has revealed that 98% of human beings have a major decision making problem. All right. So most of the problem that human beings have is tied to decision making. Is either because you make a decision and then you find yourself in that problem, or to get out of the problem, you need to make a decision. So ability to decide what to do and decide to do the things that you have decided to do is always at the base of every human being's challenge. So people procrastinate, they are not able to choose, all right, and when they choose wrongly, all right, because a lot of you know the consequence of some of the things you do, but yet you still go and do it nonetheless. So you have a major decision making problem, all right. So I wrote here that people often don't know how to choose what's best for them. People do not often know how to choose what's best for them. So people always make wrong decisions. Majority of people make wrong decisions, right? So you don't really know how to choose what's best for them. So as salespeople, we help them decide. All right, we help them in the process of the decision. Sorry, we don't decide for them. We help them in the process of the decision. So when you're trying to close a sale, don't impose. I want you to get this, get this, get this. No. Show them the future, show them the present, and let them see how bad the present is and how beautiful the future is. Then ask them which one would they like to choose. Let it make logic sense, though it's an emotional trigger. The moment you're able to do that, it becomes easy for them to be able to choose. And we want to choose, but we don't want to feel bad for choosing what we chose. All right, we all want to make decisions, but we don't want to feel bad for choosing what we chose. I used to do buying by impulse. Anybody does that here? You buy things by impulse just because you can afford it. You just like it and all that. And for me, it's mostly gadgets. I have plenty gadgets. So this phone, this Samsung Fold, this particular phone, I went to buy a phone for one of my people that work for me, and I had bought the I said food. This Victor guy, I had bought the phone for her. Then I saw where they displayed this one. It just came out. One spirit just say I should go there and go and be touching it. So I started touching it. That's where the problem used to come. Devil tempts you by asking you to start touching it. So it's from touching it, you start to romance it. You carry it. Before you know it, you don't buy market. So I started to touch it. I was pressing, checking, this phone. So I look at the price. And, well, long story short, I ended up buying this phone. So after I had paid and they had packaged the phone and everything, and I was holding it like this, I was like, God, what did I just do? What did I just do? So I bought a phone that is over ₦1 million, 1.4 million, I think, at that time. And I didn't need it. I had the latest Samsung. I had the iPhone. So what did I need this for? For crying out loud. So I now told myself, I will justify it. So I'll create a training or an offer, and before Friday, I will make the money back so that I'll know that, yes. So that's how I justify my own decisions. So when I buy something, there's this monitor that I wanted to buy. I have one here, but I saw this new one that you can make it vertical, you can make it horizontal. It's very big and curved. Oh God, I loved it. So the day they just released it like this, I was in the mall. I don't like going to the mall. But if I go, I don't like going with my card or stuff. But now life has even become easy. With Apple Pay, I don't buy markets. So I saw the stuff. I looked at the monitor. I have monitor. This is a monitor here. Samsung monitor. This other one I'm talking about is also Samsung. So I looked at it. It looked at me. This thing. I look at the price. I told them to give me the remote. I press it. I started touching again. Yeah, I was touching. Voila is coming. I touch. Still looked at me again. I looked at it. I looked at my account balance. I said, God. This thing. So I said, so if I buy it now, how will you? They say, we have it packaged and stuff and all of that. Okay. In my mind, I was begging. They say me inside me that was crying out. I'm begging the sales guy in that Samsung store. Say, please chase me away. I have no business here. Please chase me away. But that guy could not hear me. I think chase me away. I will buy this product. Oh, Uncle, I will buy it. Hey, God, I will buy it. Hey. I looked at it. Look at me. I started calculating. This second stuff, I will just rearrange my stuff and put screen at my back. I was already thinking about it. Then, thank God for Holy Spirit of God. Holy Spirit of God now reminded me that you are traveling by weekend, and you're going to be away for over a month. So why will you buy this thing that you cannot use? So I said, it makes sense. So thank God for deliverance. So I now told the guy, say, I'm traveling. I will come back for this thing. Ladies and gentlemen, that was how I escaped. I traveled. Now, that's not the end of the story. A few days ago, I think last week, I went to the mall. I forgotten what I went to do at the mall. I think I went to eat this steak stuff. So I got into the mall, and then I was passing through Samsung, and that spirit pushed me again. So I now saw this stuff. When I checked it, they have actually dropped the price by about 3,000 dirhams or so. Hey, I looked at it. The thing looked at me again, said, "You are here." I said, "I'm here." He now look bigger, he look more finer and all of that. And I said, today, now, today. So I was looking, I'm about to buy it. Oh God, help me. Oh God, help me. And then I remembered, there's a possibility that I may travel again. Oh, I did not even wait. I just ran. If you see the way I walked away, so I have that problem. I can buy gadget on impulse. God, no, 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 no. I'll be passing. They will say there's this phone pouch, like this funny one that I have. There's this phone pouch. It does this. How much? 500,000 naira. I don't swipe. I don't buy. They said this one again. This one it has Max. See this one. See, do you know that this is Max Save logo something? That's how they sold this nonsense to me. Oh, this thing will be almost about 200k naira. About this case of phone, oh, because they say it has MagSafe, you can take magnets. I bought it. They brought one gadget out recently. They say it will come out next year. Vision Pro, Apple Vision. I told myself, I'm getting one. You know, they say it's $3,500. I'm getting one. So there are a lot of people like me. Someone says it's a good problem. It's not a good problem. But by the time I use your house rent, I take buy gadgets. You mean? Oh my goodness. Well, some time ago, I was in talking state with a lady, and then I said, I have one bad habit of me. I can buy gadget on impulse. She can buy fashion stuff on impulse. Please, they laying me. The wife will use all the money to buy clothes and fashion accessories. Me, I will buy gadgets. Oh my goodness. We are so not compatible. So, anyways, back to the story. I use my ability to make money to justify my spending habits. So I'm not a perfect man. All of you would think my mentor, great guy. No, I have flaws like my number one flaw. I love gadgets. Please don't keep money in my hand. I will buy something. I've bought a car before just because I could afford it. I like the color of this car. I just bought it. I can be that impulsive when it comes to gadgets. Other things, no. You can't get me. But one day I watched a video. I watched a video on YouTube, and I saw a guy demonstrating how to be able to write on the screen on my face, like the way I do with my screenwriter here. How to do this thing. This one that I'm doing here. How to write like this. Now say you need an iPad. I didn't have iPad. Ladies and gentlemen, brothers and sisters, that same day, iPad came to my house, so the latest iPad, I bought it. Timothy Chikwebe, just listen to the things I'm teaching. That's how you will make money. God bless you. So, I justify my spending habits, the decisions that I make. All right. Oh God, I'm just remembering all the things I bought that I didn't need. I just bought it because I could afford it. All right, and then come back later to come and justify the thing. to come and just to come and justify the thing. All right, so As salespeople, we help people make decisions. So we give them justification for the purchase that we want them to make. We help them create justification for the purchase. That, do you know that if a salesman sees me in maybe a gadget store and wants me to buy a bigger TV, I have a very big ass TV here, but wants me to buy a bigger TV, and he will say, this TV, like this my TV now, the way it's hanged, you can actually pull it out and direct it to different direction. You can pull it out, push it in, and all. That's the kind of TV I wish I could show you that I have now. Assuming somebody now say, yeah, your TV, you can pull it out, but there's this other TV, it has touch screen. You can touch it, or you can do hand gesture. And then it says, but the TV is just 7 million, or 8 million naira or something, or 10 million naira. I'll look at the 10 million TV, but I have a TV already now. And all that. And the person now say, you are Sam Harvard. How much is 10 million? You can make it in a week. So what is a week? So today is Wednesday. By next Wednesday, you have made it back. And then you have a TV that can do gesture. I will not think about it. It will be nice. So it can just be maybe Netflix and chilling and just do something like this. Volume, I say pack it. That's me. Hi, this one that I've opened my secret now. If any of you try it, my God will judge you. It won't even work on me because I know that I've told you, so it will not work on me. So you don't finish me with that. Do you understand? So that's the easiest way to sell anything to me. Just say, I know you're looking at the price, but you like the feature, Abby. But I know you're looking at the price. That do you need it? You don't need to need it. You can just make the money. But next week it will be like Ojoro has cancelled, like Ojoro cancelled. I mean, it's like you have not spent anything. So it's as simple as that. Okay. So that's how I justify my spendings. Okay. So every human being also have a way to justify the decisions or choice to make a purchase. So as salespeople, we need to learn the act of helping people make decisions. It's very important and key. Now I wrote here, I said money is an illusion, but human needs are real. What do I mean by this? Every human being here, we always do things to raise money to meet a need that they are convinced about the solution. The moment they see the outcome, the solution, the experience that will be created after they buy that product, they will start to look for how to raise the money to be able to buy that product. All right? So, I wrote about 5 things. There's a sixth one, but I've not come up with it yet. That you need to begin to learn as a salesperson. And I hope that God will permit me on this mentorship journey to teach you as many of them as possible. Are you ready? In you want to sign up for VIP. How do you sign up for VIP? Okay, let me give you a link. I'll drop a link in the comment section now. You can go and click the link and then sign up. I'm making live sales. Please, I want to sell market, ladies and gentlemen. I'm pausing the meeting. Let me go and copy link and give to the person to be able to buy the market. Where is this link when I need you? Direct affiliate link. Yeah, this is the link. So I'm coming for you. You get the link now. Bagam. Yeah, it is clickable. Just click it. The Lord bless. It's only $200. It's not expensive. All right, go and register for that and all of that. All right, so are we ready? Number one thing that you need to learn as a salesperson is called human psychology. Human psychology. All right. Now, let me help you understand this. How human being think, or the thought pattern of human being, is very critical and important to how we make decisions or the things that we choose. All right. People want the same thing, but for different reason. Write that down. People want the same things, but for different reasons. Those days when we used to have daughters in the Lord, I used to tell my daughters in the Lord then that when a man comes for you, ask him, why do you want me? I want you. Yes, great. I hear, but why do you want me? And when you start asking all of them, you discover all of them want you for different reasons. It's the same you, but the reason they want you is different. All right? So people want the same things, but different reasons. So to be able to sell, the reason they want it is more important than the it. Let me repeat that. The reason they want it is more important to them than the it itself. Some people go to eat in your restaurant. It's not because of food. They have food in their houses. There's a booker by their house. There are hundreds and one other places they could have eaten. But there's a reason they come to your restaurant. So some restaurants understand that it's not food we are selling. We are not in the business of selling food, even though it's food that people are technically buying. It's the experience that we are selling. I told you about a story of a lady that took me to dinner in the sky some time ago. And we spent hundreds of thousands of naira worth of dirhams to be able to eat that stuff. Somebody else wants the link. It's not in Zoom, it's on this thing I posted the link. But this is the link in case you need to register. All right. So we went to dinner in the sky. They took us inside one crane like that started floating, and all of that. And at the end of the day, we paid a whole lot of money. The only thing that looked like food that they gave me, and I was hungry, was a lap of chicken. I'm still angry at them till tomorrow. But a lot of other people came to that place to eat. As a matter of fact, they are always fully booked. You have to book for days ahead to have a chance. You don't just walk there and say, I want dinner in the sky. No, you book for days ahead. So it's not food that they are selling. It's the experience they are selling. So people who goes to dinner in the sky are not hungry. Do you get it? They are not hungry. It's not hunger that took us there. It's the fact that we are having food, dinner in the sky, seeing the skyline of Marina, and then the thing is rotating and then flinging us, and all the paparazzi and decorations and the Afro music that they are playing and everything and all that. These are the things we really paid for. Because why on earth will I spend hundreds of thousands of naira to buy chicken lap, one small chicken lap? And they put purple potato inside. It's not that sweet. Why on earth would I do that? So why did I pay that money? Number one, I wanted to impress a fine girl. Write it down. Very important. So human psychology, there's a reason they will buy your product. The reason is not the product itself, but what is the psychological trigger for this set of human beings that will make them purchase our product? So this question you want to ask, the association they get, the emotional fulfillment that they get. So there's a fine girl. She wants us to go dinner in the sky. If I do the dinner in the sky, she will see me as correct guy. Odogu one day of Dubai. All right? And then maybe I get some favor from her at the end of the dinner. If you're thinking bad thing, my God will judge you. All of you with bad mind. All right? So, it's not the food of the dinner in the sky, people. No. Who cares about their food? It's not. All right? So everybody wants a thing. But the reason they want that thing differs. So let me tell you today, all of us, majority of us, if not all of us, want everything based on an emotional reason. Based on an emotional reason. So, as salespeople, we need to study human psychology. How do people think? What makes them buy? What triggers their choices of buying things? All right, very, very critical and important point. Oh my goodness, I think there must be. I might teach you this today. Okay, so that's number one. Number two is called HRM, Human Relationship Management. Human Relationship Management. Let me write it also. Number two, human. Now, listen, guys, from the story that I told you earlier about when we went to bury my mom and all of that, I told you all that I had a WhatsApp group and I made a video and posted in the WhatsApp group, and in 30 minutes, I had made 1 million. What if I do not have that WhatsApp group? There was no way I was going to make any money, no matter the products, how good it is, no matter the offer, how good it is. Without the people, there is no money. So you must realize that the volume of sales you will make Can you all hear me? Why are some people typing network? Am I audible? Fantastic. And am I visible? Okay, fantastic. The volume of sales you will make and the kind of money you will make is tied to how you treat people, the relationship you build, and how you build it. I'm not talking about personal relation. As a matter of fact, see, every relationship you have, human relationship, friends, jolly, churchmate, classmate, schoolmate, housemate, neighbor, whatever. All right, those people are wherever you're meeting them, they are all potential customers. There is a lesson that I learned years ago when I was still an undergraduate. This was I think it was the life in the 21st century or something like that. That should be the title of that speech. And the person says in the 21st century, build customers, not not contact or something, not friends. Build customers. I've forgotten what he said we shouldn't do, but don't make friends, make customers, something like that. So, which means every human being that becomes your friend, you're strategically positioning yourself to be someone they can buy one thing or another from. Everyone. See, selling or sales is not you forcing what people don't need down their throats. That's not it. It's you identifying somebody's need by studying them enough, then going to provide the solutions that can meet that need. That's what selling means. All right? Identifying someone's need, then getting a solution that can meet the need. It's like recommendation. For example, all of you must have known one auntie or one uncle somewhere that whatever kind of sickness that is doing anybody, the person seems to know the kind of things to use. They seems to know either local things to use, all right? either local things to use or medical Yibo things to use. They always know, that thing is doing, use that thing for it, you'll be fine. So I'm having mental cramp. Is that leaf? Just buy that leaf, mix it with potato and then milk and drink it. They seem to always know what to use. you know? So that's the solution provider. And you don't run away from such a person. As a matter of fact, the day you have a problem, you are running to look for the person and say, uncle, auntie, mama, we have this problem. Please, what recommendations can you make? So these are the kind of things that we are saying. Learn how to build relationship with people, recognizing that all of them are potential customers. By the time they want to buy a house or a land, I know they are broke now, they don't have money. But you never can tell. People's stories can change. I'll give you a good example. In 2016 January, I was an homeless guy that my friends could not even accommodate me. I remember the day they sent me packing and threw my things inside the goat house, including my pot of soup that still pains me till tomorrow. One of my very close friends came to help me to pack my things into the goat house and arrange it very well inside the goat house because there's nowhere I can go. And after we finished packing, I was drenched in sweats, and of course my clothes was really dirty. It was a white Adidas. I think I still have that shirt till now that I was wearing. And we were walking away from the house. We walked to the main road. So I was like, I don't have where to sleep tonight. Oh, can I come to your house? And he said, no. Shame me, I know he just married. That I cannot come to his house. He has a 3-bedroom flat. Oh. I said, I cannot come to his house. I didn't argue because now it's not about his decisions alone. Maybe he wants me to come. Maybe the wife doesn't. So who am I to say something about that? So I said, no problem. I called another friend. No way. No way. Hey. My last bet was one auntie that was interested in me. She was using nose and eye, everything to show. I said, if this is the way that the Lord wants me to live tonight, let me call this auntie. I hope the auntie shall have mercy on me. One round is enough. Sorry. So I called auntie. Auntie, Alpha, they don't throw me away for house. So I feel I'll stay for your house. One night only I want. One night. She said, you in my house. One night. I just born again. No. I said, that's not what I just want to stay. Said, actually, I have an idea. I have a better place. I have a friend's place that is not in town. You could do a night there, but you have to leave the place by 6 a.m. because the guy will be back by 8 in the morning. I said, okay. So that was where I was able to stay. Now, that same year, this my friend that could not accommodate me, that helped me to pack, but said, I just married, you can't stay. I paid for a 5-bedroom house for him. All right. I paid everything, a rent, 1 year rent with all the stuff for him for 5-bedroom house. Took him to where they sell cars, and I told him to pick any car of his choice. Provided it's no more than 5 million naira that year. 5 million naira that year is almost like maybe 30 million naira today. So I said, and I'll pay for it. So if only he knew that by September of the same year, I would be having enough money to pay his rent, pay his all kinds of things I don't want to mention now, all right, and also be able to buy him a car, he would have been the first to offer that I come and stay in his house for as long as I can afford another place. True of us. How many of you agreed? So, the lesson in this is that relationship that you are making, that friendship, that person that you are meeting and that looks unassuming. You can't tell what their tomorrow looks like. That same person may bring a deal of $10 million your way. that same person might know somebody that will bring a deal. So always learn human relationship management. Some of you are too toxic. Eburusa. You are not nice human being. A lot of you, small fine that you find, they respond to DM. At least let them toast you first. Then you put them in their place respectfully. So maybe tomorrow they can even do business with you. Which fine, you find. They answer DM. There's one lady. I must tell you this story. Those days, when I just started to do this online talk something, I'd lost my business. I was bouncing back. So I started this online something. So I saw this lady. She was very fine. She used to go live on Instagram almost every night, I think. She's a Ghanaian. So I used to follow the life. I would be watching her and be dreaming. Oh God. I'm telling you about it, Jali and you, like I was admiring her. So I now went to her DM to start to, generate conversation. I would type. The lady would not respond. Like I'll say, I'm not the type. I'm not those type that say hello. No. I went said, I wish I could get that lady's whatever and read to you. Hi, my name is Sam from Nigeria. I see all the work you're doing. Great work. God bless you and all of that. I left it there. So maybe she would, the thing will show sin. Say she don't read them, but she will not reply. I will type again another time. I will comment on her live. Intelligent comments, positioning. This lady refused to see me. So I would just do. She has like 4,000 followers, celebrity. And, me, I had probably maybe 2,000 followers at that time. I was just upcoming. So, long story short, I told her that I had created a course. So I have this huge market in Nigeria that I know she has courses to, because she's a coach. That can we do a collaboration, maybe do some event together, and then she can sell to my market in Nigeria, can sell to her market in Ghana, and all of that. So it was all business talk. But this auntie just said okay, something like that, and so what kind of pride be this one? So I don't vex. I was angry that day. So I just said, this is the last time you will ever hear from me. I just block her. Straight. So that I will not be seeing her again. Before I block her, I will still see her. Every time I see her pop up, I'll be angry. Why is she just snobbish? What do you, I'm not even fine like that. What is it, self? Anyways. So recently, one of the mentees of my friend, futurist Kwame, posted that she was going to do a live IG. And guess who was the guest or hosts? It was this our lady. This is now like 3 years later. I am now Sam Harvard. You grab. So I was this lady. So I went to check the page. She still has like 5,000 followers. Everything is still. I was like, eh? So if they told me that I used to worry my head because of this lady back then. Oh my goodness. Now, I had met people in the same Ghana in the last 1 year. Yeah, in the last 1 year, who have done over $50,000. All right, just because of meeting me. Just because of meeting me. There are some that have done way more. Just because of that. Now, maybe I didn't look like it that time, but what will it cost her? I didn't even say I want to taste it, I like you. I didn't say anything like that. I was just saying, let's do business, let's collaborate and stuff. Just like that. So, there are a lot of you ladies, small fine where you find customers that can bring big money your way. You have used snobbish to snub them. There are some people who understand these things. I mean, there was a time that I sent a message to a very popular actress in Nigeria in DM. I appreciate her. I said, I've seen 1 or 2 of your movies before. You're doing great stuff. I appreciate you and all that. If you don't mind, can you share your Nigerian bank details? I just want to appreciate you. Go and have coffee. And this auntie came to reply, "Hi Sam, how are you? Thank you so much for reaching out. I'm glad and that. Here's my account details below. God bless you. That's so generous of you. Thank you." I say, I like this one. Let's leave the rest of the story. All right, guys. So human relationship management is important if you are going to be a salesperson. So you focus on learning human psychology. Number two, you focus on learning human relationship management. You can see the two of them, yeah? Yeah, account details is very good. Like if you want to toast me now as a guy, just ask for my account details and I'm going to just like you. I'll send it to you. I'll respond to you. It's a lie. There's a lot of unread messages I had on Twitter, people asking for my account details. So I gone to speak on a particular Twitter space one day, and then I said I used to teach my student that if somebody teaches you something and you gain from it, you should always find a way to pay them something, no matter how small it is. You will get faster results when you do that. When you connect with your financial resources to a knowledge, you produce results faster with that knowledge. It's a principle and it's true. And after I finished teaching, all of them decided to use my teaching against me. So they now came to my DM, "Sir, your account details. You bless my soul. Send your account details." I still have those messages till tomorrow. I've not sent account details. Maybe one of these days I'll get somebody to manage my Twitter to just go there and just send account details to those people. I hope they will have money again. All right. So it's a potent thing that you can do. So that's number two. Number three that you need to learn: emotional intelligence. Emotional intelligence. Now, this helps you to create what we call empathy. You know, they say people don't care how much you know until they know how much you care. They don't care how much you know until they know how much you care. So, learning how people's emotion works and how to connect with people emotionally, it's a major skill you need if you're going to be rich, if you're going to make sales. All right? You need to be able to link up with people where they are. You need to be able to have empathy, feel for them. All right? And then link the two. It's going to make a lot of sense. I'm trying to rush. Number four is presentation. Now, when I'm saying presentation, you need to learn speech content and structure. You need to learn tone of voice, and you need to learn body language. Now, bulk of communication, I think over 55% or so of them is tied to body language. All right. All right. It's tied to body language. You need to be able. Okay. The best. I think there is a bit of. Okay, let me do this for you. Let me do this. If you are still there, I'm going to send you a link. You use that link, and then you send me a message. Okay, looks like I might have to do a new one. Uh, okay, so where was I? I've talked about human psychology. Um, Now this is difficult for me to multitask. um, all right, I talked about human psychology, which is how people think. and the reason behind the choices that they make, very important. Then I talked about human relationship management, which is very, very important as well. Uh, Give me one moment. Um, Sorry, I needed to type something. I needed to concentrate. Okay. I think I got what I need. Fantastic. Okay, so you can use this Stripe link now, the best. Use that and it shall go effortlessly. And once you're done with it, let me know. Or there's a number there. I want you to send a message to that number. You're going to see that number after payment is successful, right? I think they have not implemented the new Stripe, whatever, for this stuff. So that's why you didn't get that. All right, guys. Sorry for the break in transmission. I went to sell market. Back to class. So presentation skill is the number 4 that you need to be able to learn, because this is very, very key. How you present is much more important than what you present. All right? How you present is much more important than what you present. Okay? So let's keep that in mind. It's very important. And the final one that I'm going to share today, I will continue another time, is technology. You need to master the use of technology. Excuse me. There are different means of selling online, all right, that can help people get the best experience when they're about to buy what you're selling. One of the ones that I learned some years ago, I'll tell you this story, was how to use what's it called, webinar access. Was how to use webinar access to sell an online course. And then I learned how to create a webinar once, and it will look like it is live every time by putting different charts elements, so everybody was there, see the number of attendees 500 and it's growing and everybody is chatting, so I can actually program all the chats that I want, all the good things. People happy. I'm glad to be here. Your trainings are always great. Oh, am I teaching you bad things? Oh, yay, yeah. Speak to us. Teach. Da da da. So I would have done the webinar, so I know what I'm saying per time. So I said, that thing you just said has always touched my idodo. Oh, you are the best. I put it there. Yeah, yeah. So you that you are watching, you just see, I say people like this guy. Oh, see, all of them are just commenting. So you pay attention. I say, yeah. So at the end of the day, when I make the offer, like, oh yeah, stop. I just click. I've paid. Yeah, me. You did like, See, I no go pay too like this. Like it's only me that is left in this world that has not paid for this thing. Oh. Say, I use that system. The webinar was 50 minutes. I used that system to sell millions of dollars. So, Abby, yeah, definitely over $1 million. 50 minutes presentation. But because I used technology that I understood, it changed everything. There's so many things you want to do that AIs can help you to do these days. So as a salesperson, rich person, you need to know how to use AI. All right. So all of this can actually help you. So, ladies and gentlemen, in summary of all the things that we have taught today, I said the most important skill for wealth creation is sales. That's the title. And number one, we simply help people see the future. That's what we do as salespeople. Number two, we help to identify needs and solution and blend the two. Number three, we help people make decision. I talked about why decision making is the number one problem of human being. All right. And I said once the future perceived outcome is clear, people will do anything to raise money to buy that product or that service that you are selling. All right. And I quickly gave you about 5 things that you need to pay attention to learning: human psychology, human relationship management, emotional intelligence, presentation skills, and of course, the use of technology to be able to be a fantastic salesman. All right. So, all of these things, I want you to try and go over it over and over and try to apply it to your own experience as much as possible. All right, before we go, let's hear from our sponsor. I'll be back in.
I have got great news. You too can make money online legitimately. Let me ask you this simple question. What will an extra $1,000 income do for you? Yes, you can learn how to make a minimum $1,000 online through 6 different vehicles from your mobile phone. Join the online 1K Club today and get access to 25 weeks group mentorship with a millionaire mentor, Dr. Sam Harvard. You will learn how to earn from any of the following businesses: web design and sales funnels, Amazon KDP, airdrop farming, mini importation and e-commerce, affiliate marketing for digital products, and much more. Join thousands of upwardly mobile individuals already making millions online. The Online 1K Club, your sure way to financial abundance.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, I want to use this opportunity to advertise to you the Make It Work Challenge. Where's this thing that I used to shout when I talk? Yeah. Make It Work Challenge is coming up on the 1st of September to the 3rd of September. This is where you come to learn practical steps to make it work. Your life must work. All the things you've been learning, you must get results. So come and learn practical steps. We are having an amazing speaker all the way from Dubai and Ghana. The futurist Kwame A.A. Opoku. Yeah, let's clap. Let's clap for him. Yeah. And all the way from the Caribbean, the lady Nancy Nwosu. Yeah. And I have my own favorites, the Kenny Nwokoye, all the way from Dubai. And also the last but not the least, the lady that's built one of the biggest shoe brand across Africa, the Miss Good Shoes herself. And much more other hidden speakers are going to be speaking. This is going to be purely practical. You want to make sure you do not miss it. If you want to attend, register for free on makeitworkchallenge.com. That is the website. You get access to it. Check your email. Join the Telegram channel so you can get all the update that is required. It's a 3-day event. The time is going to be 6 p.m. Ghana time, 7 p.m. Nigeria and UK time, and of course 9 p.m. Kenya time and 10 p.m. Dubai time. It's the same time, but that's the time zone for all of these places that you might be watching us from. All right. So please invite everybody, invite all the people you know, all of you who are my good students. Please put the link inside the chat box on what's the name of this app on Zoom, so that they can get it. And of course, there's a VIP access. If you want to be a VIP, you can easily just upgrade with a little token of $40. On the website, you see the benefit of joining the VIP. I do not want to use all the time here trying to talk about that. So I want you to please get ready, get to tell everybody, every good person you know, even the people that you do not like. Please make sure that you all come to Make It Work Challenge. We're not holding anything back. It's purely free. We'll give you all the value for 3 days, 3 hours per day, total of 9 hours, to help you reshape and make sure that you have results. You have bought courses, but you don't have results. Come to Make It Work Challenge, and everything is going to work together for your good. Thank you very much, everybody, for coming. This is the end of the show. I'll see you on Sunday at the family.
A powerful business coach. millionaire mentor, a multi-talented serial entrepreneur, Africa's most sought-after sales guru, the boss of sales superstars, internationally acclaimed best-selling author, a public speaker par excellence, life and finance strategist,